Today we're at the Visitors Center and we're going to start hiking the Grand Circle Loop. It's 11.5 miles through the whole interior of the park. Should be a good one. The first half of this hike is kind of going through desert flatlands, even though we are going to be making elevation gain of 1,500 feet. But yeah, I got the sun at my back and my legs suntan lotioned up. Last time I did this, my legs were red as lobsters. But this should take probably 5 hours, 6 hours. The last half of the hike is going to be going through the red rocks of Calico Basin, or Calico Hills rather. So I hope you enjoy the hike. So I just hit the trail from the Visitor Center parking lot, and I just wanted to kind of give you a look around. Beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. It's supposed to be 80 degrees later, but to my left you got the Rainbow Mountains, which we've hiked around the base of them last week. And gosh, beautiful day. Now, there's the Rainbow Mountains, as you see. Rainbow Mountain directly in front of us. As we pan to the right, you got the La Madre Mountains in the very back. The mountain in the middle of the screen is White Rock Mountain. And this trail is going to take us there. We're going to cross the road at the Scenic Loop, and we're going to go to the parking trailhead at the north end of that mountain, and I believe that's going to be about the halfway point. Then on our return, we're going to be coming back. We're going to hit the interior of the Scenic Loop again and start heading towards Turtlehead Peak, which Turtlehead Peak is right there in the middle of the screen. And of course, the Calico Hills. We'll finish the hike walking in front of the Calico Hills, and then finish it off by coming back to the Visitor Center. Hope you enjoy. This junction right here is where we'll be coming back. We're gonna go clockwise around this trail just to finish the trail off with a nice view of the Calico Hills. I understand we'll see some petroglyphs there too, I just found out. And here we go. I'll keep you informed how I feel. 12 miles is a long time. Well, actually 11.5, but who's counting? A beautiful day. I got shorts on. It's probably like 65 degrees. And going up to mid 80s, but I think we'll be done before it hits our high temperature today. But finally a nice day in Vegas. It's been kind of crappy lately, windy, cloudy, rainy, cold, and I think the days of cold are well behind us. But we're just going through the desert right here. I'm sure pretty soon, which already we lost sight of the visitor center. But anyway, I'll keep you posted as the hike goes on. It looks like I'm traveling up a wash right now, but yeah, no, I just met some really nice people coming the other way on the trail, and they noticed the camera on my chest. However, I wasn't recording at the time, but anyway, he was showing me his camera. He has one of those Insta360 cameras, which I've been contemplating getting myself. But those ones, I don't know if you ever seen them advertised, but they have a selfie stick that is invisible. So it pretty much looks like a drone's following you around because you don't see a stick. And pretty interesting. I never knew how they worked, but I guess it's some kind of software thing. But I told him that I filmed YouTube channel, and told him what it was. He's gonna go check it out. But anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to them. Good seeing good people, you know, which out here you mostly do. See, now it looks like we're entering a large wash. I think this is known as the Red Rock Wash. I want to say somewhere towards the end of the scenic loop, maybe 3/4 the way through, there's a parking lot to look at the Red Rock Wash. But yeah, the big wash. You see like the cliffs on the side of it over there. And it's a dry wash. Hell, if this was full of water, it'd be a massive river. But yeah, no, the weather's been getting good now. There might be some damp spots that we find coming up, but the sand is so dry and absorbent that water just drips or soaks down into the ground, and goes into all these underground streams and rivers underneath the Red Rock. But just thought I'd show you this wash. We're about a mile in, I'd say. And about 10 to go. Still doing good. I feel the temperature rising, but that's probably because as I'm moving constantly. But all right. Just thought I'd show you a glimpse. Well, we're about ready to head out of this wash, but head to some more higher ground. All right. So far, this trail's been very easy to find, and I don't know how well traveled it is. It is a long one, and they say it's strenuous, but I mean, I think the length of it is what makes it strenuous. And the fact that there's no shade. But just drink plenty of water and make sure you got your sunscreen. And we're kind of heading northwest now towards White Rock Mountain. But the adventure has just begun. Right now I'm about 2.5 miles in, and then now we're heading west again. There's White Rock Mountain to the northwest. I am like exactly dead nuts in line of Turtle Head Peak, which is due north of me. And let's take a look to the south. And Rainbow Mountain. You can start to see, I think we're on a high point now on this inner portion of the scenic loop. Yeah, I start seeing the road. And there's good views. I'm still quite a ways from White Rock Mountain. I mean, it keeps looking like it gets a little bit closer, but it's not. You know, once we get to White Rock Mountain, or towards about that area, I think the halfway point is, let's see, like right there. And but before we get there, I'm gonna check out these, I think there's a spring, and if it's got water running, it might not be a bad time to sit down and splash some on my face. But I just wanted to show you, I'm due south of Turtle Head Peak. Now, like I said, White Rock Mountain, and as we move to the left, you're looking at the Rainbow Mountains. And right in the middle of the screen is the entranceway to Icebox Canyon. There probably is water flowing there, because usually all springtime there is. And but anyway, just thought I'd give you a view. I'm guessing another mile to the road. I think we're like 3 1/4 in, and going good. See you in a bit. Still following my shadow, as you see. Still heading west. Still sun at my back. And getting closer to White Rock Mountain, which means we're getting closer to the first road crossing. So you can look at this trail in one of two ways to help break it up a little. You get to the parking lot at White Rock, where the gravel road is, and that's roughly the halfway point. So you know you're over the hump, and you've been going uphill slightly the whole time, and it's all downhill from there. And now the way I look at it though, starting from the visitor center, going clockwise, you're going through roughly 4 miles of desert. And I mean, the desert's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but and then being surrounded by these beautiful mountains and scenery and all, But once we get to the road up here, I want to say you're pretty much 4 miles in. You're a third the way done. And you start seeing different landscape a little. And then from that point, of course, you'll hit your halfway point. And then just shortly after the halfway point, you crossed is your second road crossing. And you're back on the interior of the scenic loop. And you're making your way towards the parking area for Turtlehead Peak. And once you get there, which is probably another 4 miles, that's your 2/3 in. From that point, you're hiking along all the Red Rock, Calico Hills area back to the visitor center, which is primarily downhill all the way. And that's your last 4 miles. And it's just a good way of looking at it. That's how I look at it. Sometimes when you're on a long, straight, slightly uphill, westwardly hike, you have a lot of time to think. And I just thought of something interesting. So, since the sun's at my back, I'm following my shadow, as you could see. Now, if you record the time you leave as saying the first time you see your shadow, okay? Now, every 2 inches shorter your shadow gets is an hour. So when you start early in the morning, you're heading west following your shadow's rather tall. But as the sun gets higher, your shadow slowly shrinks. But just thought I'd tell you that just in case your watch ever stops. But all right, we'll see you in a few. All right, we're approaching milestone 1, which is the third the way through point. It is the road, our first road crossing. If you look on a map, you'll be able to see where it is. I'll post a map on this video. But anyway, from this point, which there's White Rock Mountain in front of us, which we thought we'd be here sooner, but that's just the way it is. But we're gonna be saying goodbye to the Rainbow Mountains for a minute. They're gonna be at our back as we head along the eastern side of White Rock Mountain, heading north. But yeah, no, it's a good feeling to hit this road. And enter the White Rock Mountain area. All right, we just made it past the first road crossing, that 4 mile mark, and we just joined the White Rock Mountain Loop Trail. So another couple miles we'll be at the halfway point. And just before the halfway point, I think there's a little spring there. I think it's a shady rest spot where we might take a break. So probably another hour we'll take a break. But yeah, going good. Now we're not having the sun at our back no more, so, and it feels like a little nice cool breeze is picking up. Everything going just perfect. A good day for doing this. Good day for being at Red Rock. So now we're heading northeast along the base of the along the eastern base of the of White Rock Mountain, and we're a little over 4 miles in. Going good. I can see in the distance the trailhead for White Rock Mountain, which we're going to be going through there, and that's like the halfway point. So a couple more miles, we'll be at the halfway point. Turtlehead Peak is in clear view. After the halfway point, another couple miles to get to there, and then it's downhill from there on out, you know. Yeah, I remember when I was hiking the White Rock Mountain Loop Trail, I was coming from the other direction, and I remember this hill being a little bit of a bugger because you're already well into the trail. You're almost done, 5 miles in, coming up this hill. Kind of it was kind of good going down it, to be honest with you. All right. There ain't much for shade, but there is a place to sit. And you know what? There's a little water flowing out that pipe. But yeah, it is actually pretty cool down here. All right, this is that White Rock spring. Not that I'd want to sit in it or anything, but you got this pipe here. Oh, it's mushy ground. You got this pipe here, and it's going uphill, but let's see. I don't want to go too far up, but I'm just curious where it goes. I got to get back on that loop trail with that pipe. Hell, a rake. Oh, look at this. It drops down to a valve, and then it turns into, looks like 1.25 inches, and disappears into the ground. It's like, wow. Now I'm really curious about it. If anyone knows anything about the history of the White Rock Spring, let me know in the comments, because that's just bizarre. It disappears in the ground. I don't know. Is that like I don't know, an old well of some sort? But about the opposite side of this mountain, a little past, is the La Madre Springs, and I've seen some pipes like that over there. So, all right, let me finish charging everything, and let's get back with the second half of this trail. See you in a few. Well, we made it to the gravel road. We're 6 miles in, and we got 5.5 to go. But I don't know if you could see the visitor center down there. That's way far, but man, we hiked through all that desert, which is 4 miles of that. We crossed this road and 2 miles up along the base of White Rock Mountain, which we stopped, took a break a little bit shy of this trailhead. That's where that White Rock Spring was. And this is officially the 6 mile mark. And we did like 1,500 feet elevation. So here you got the Rainbow Mountains. Letting this car drive by. But there's Turtlehead Peak. There's the Calico Hills. We got about a 1/4 mile to go down this gravel road here. Then we're gonna make our second crossing of the Scenic Loop road, which is gonna put us back on the interior of that loop, like I mentioned. We're gonna hike to pretty close to the Turtlehead Trail. When we get over there, we're gonna take another break, because that means we're 2/3 the way through. And man, but it's all downhill now. There might be a few slight portions of uphill, but anyway, still going good. Beautiful day, drinking plenty of water, and here we go down this gravel road. So now we're heading east, and got a little bit of this gravel road, but hey, the good news is we're over halfway through, and it's all downhill from here. The hard part's over. The only thing now, my shadow's following me. Well, we're coming up to the Scenic Loop. This is our second crossing of it. We're going to be back on the inside of it, and I'm assuming we'll go somewhat a little into it, cut left, because our next stop is Turtlehead Peak area, and probably take another break there. And that's that parking area is always a popular one between Calico Tanks and Turtlehead Peak. And I could see, we're at a high point here. I could see all over. I could see the parking lot at the Pine Creek Canyon. I could see all the glimmer from all these cars. I lost the visitor center again because there's a little bluff between us and the visitor center. And in the distance is Blue Diamond Mountain, or Blue Diamond Hill as they call it, which is on the other side of 159. And let's see here, it's 1 o'clock. I'm guessing we'll be done, let's see, I'm guessing we'll be done like 3, 4 o'clock-ish. But yeah, here we're crossing the road and hitting the other part of the trail, back on the inside of the Scenic Loop. So yeah, one thing about this inner part of the Scenic Loop is you cross a lot of these washes, and just looking at it, just think of the strength and the force of the water just to blow like all this brush, you know? And now let's just walk around here for a second. But you know, all this stuff came from up yonder, and it's not too old either. But yeah, I did just probably a couple days worth of good, strong torrential rain, and the water rushing down this wash takes out everything in its path. You know, it's the power of water, something else. But yeah, pretty cool experience crossing these washes. But yeah, it just blows my mind. Like say these bushes here, that's got to be fairly new. Okay. Moving on. I hear like quite a few planes hot dogging around up above me, but too hard to see with the camera. You could probably hear them though. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you this wash here and just how strong they can be. So if you're ever out hiking in a flash flood zone when torrential rains are going on, probably best advice to you would be get out to wash, you know. All right, see you in a bit. All right, we're finally coming up to the third road crossing of the Scenic Loop, and we're now exiting the inside of the 13-mile Scenic Loop and heading towards Turtle Peak. There it is. I believe we're gonna get to the white sandstone and turn to the sandstone quarry parking lot. And once we're there, we're going to take a well-deserved break, see the mileage, and go from there. Once we get to that parking lot, I'm guessing we did 8 or 9 miles. We shall see. Just wait for these cars to pass. But there are some people do this Grand Circle loop, from what I understand. And when they get to here, whether it's 8 or 9 miles, then they jump on the Turtlehead Peak trail, go up there, come back down, join this trail again, and take her home. There's some diehards there. Well, we're moving east away from Turtlehead Peak, but I can see the visitor center, which is good. It still looks far, but I think this trail will weave around. We'll catch another glimpse of Turtlehead. Well, there it is right there. But believe it or not, that's the only trail I've been on in Red Rock, and I've been on almost all of them, where I saw bighorn sheep. And that's a video from about a year ago. But only the one time. So I don't know where they're hiding. Sometimes I think I hear them, but then I don't know if my mind's playing tricks on me or something. Or lack of water, maybe. But anyway, I just wanted to say the visitor center is in sight. And I say we still got to go up alongside the Red Rock up there, which should be the grand finale of this whole thing. All right, we'll see you in a few. Yeah, now we hit a trail that's nice, soft, gravelly wash, and someone nice enough to border it with rocks, so you know this is the trail. But yeah, still down at the base of Turtlehead Peak, and we got to get close. We got to be getting close to our next stop, which is the Sandstone Quarry parking, otherwise known as the Turtle Peak Trailhead and the Calico Tanks Trailhead. I'm really looking forward for drinking some water. Well, we're getting close to the white sandstone here, which I'm assuming that means close to the trailhead for Turtle Peak, Turtlehead Peak rather, and which means sit down for a bit and suck down some water and get ready to enjoy the home stretch back. Now you see all the lush green down here. That's telling me water too. Yeah, I honestly think there's massive amounts of water under Red Rock Canyon, but then again, I'm no hydrologist. I just try to apply common sense to the thing. All right, we are here. I'm guessing 3 miles. And we got a bench. I had a good feeling there'd be a bench here. But chipmunk. All right, break time. Well, we made it to the parking lot for Sandstone Quarry. We have about 3 miles left, and I believe it's all downhill. Charged up some batteries again, and drank some more water. Let's hit this trail, take her home. All right, we got 3 miles to go, which is nice, and it's 2:30. So I'm guessing, say 2:30, I'm guessing 4:30. 4:30. Have been a long day. To be honest with you, I wish it was only 2 miles to go. But no, it should be nice, nice and scenic for these last 3 miles. I think there's a couple more parking lots we encounter. There's other little trailheads. But yeah, so yeah, when I looked back there at the mileage when I was taking break, I had 8 3/4 miles. But I know the trail's 11.5, and we took that little we left the trail for a minute to go see the White Rock Springs. So from Sandstone Quarry to the Visitor Center, there's 3 more miles. Just a little jog off the trail for a second, but these little pockets in the stone, every now and then you'll see them full of water. Now these ones that must have just evaporated. These ones here, but that one kind of stagnant water in there. But the trail calico tanks, I think up on top of these, there's a big one of those, a big one of these little pools or tanks. But I'm gonna get back on the trail, being there's 3 miles left, and see if we can get out of here by 4:30. This looks like a spot I should spend quite a bit of time in. This is one of the side. This side, well, I've been on all these trails, but as far as just horsing around on these rock formations and everything, I think it could make a pretty good video. But I ain't done any, well, I'm not gonna scale cliffs or anything, but when I was a kid back in Michigan, I'd go to this place called Grand Ledge, which was like cliffs. At the bottom of the cliffs was the Grand River. I don't know if any of you ever heard of it, but and my uncle used to take me down there and do rock climbing and rappelling, but that was a lot of fun. I think that's a pretty popular spot, not world famous though, but like this, yeah, like I say, you get people all over the world coming here. And yeah, one of these days we'll park at one of these parking lots and just do some exploring down there. Yeah, just some more amazing views of what I'm looking at over here. It's just non-stop beautiful. And to be honest with you, I haven't really ran into many people on the trail. Got probably, let's see, 8 or 9. And then I've seen more people like at the parking area, but kind of quite a bit of solitude on this here hike. But maybe all the people hiked earlier, and because yeah, it is getting kind of warm. Yeah, by the time we wrap up this hike, it'll probably be close to 85, I'm guessing. And so far I haven't lost the trail. It seems to be well marked and easy to find. But I'll tell you, I am getting tired. When I was sitting down there taking a break, I was thinking about, man, when I get home, I'm gonna grill me up a couple hamburgers. And that sounds pretty darn good. That's my motivation now. But not motivated enough to start running. But I'll tell you, if it rained, this rock would be very slippery. So if you do come out here, you want to make sure you have good hiking shoes or hiking boots. But yeah, you just don't want to wear your sneakers. Just beautiful formations. I'm trying out a new pair of hiking boots today. I wonder if something lives in there. Yeah, I got these, the shoes I've been wearing, I really like. But that was my Ultra Lone Peak 6s, a trail running shoe. But man, last time, 2 times ago, I went hiking and I got lost off the trail. And so going through some thicker stuff, and my socks and ankles got full of thorns and pickers. Now, I wanted something that goes up my ankle a little bit better. So I got these Ultra Lone Peak Hiker 2s. They both got the real good grip, really comfortable, really light. And yeah, so this first 12-mile hike is breaking these bad boys in. But yeah, anyway, I had all them thorns, or cactus spikes, or whatever you want to call them, in my socks, and in so now I tried to pull out as many as I could. Then you do laundry, and of course you don't get them all. Then they end up in underwear. I've had underwear on and got a thorn right in my behind. So I just want to get something to protect my ankles, so I don't get them thorns in my socks again. Okay, so here we got some petroglyphs. This is I know this is in Calico Hills area still, but there's this big flat rock. And I know that one's a more modern one, but yeah, I don't know what these the meaning of these, but it's pretty cool when you see them. It's like and years ago, ancient Indians I don't see any more. I could go, see, that'd be like the day that we got to explore out here. But, another one. And I seen this sign right here. And it kind of tells a little story about them. I don't know if you want to pause and read it. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that, but I got to keep on going on this trail. Every time I stop to do something, it's going to take longer. But I'll see you in a few. I just ran into some more, and I thought I'd show you just because they're really cool. I just wish I could interpret them. You know, I might look online on interpreting petroglyphs. Pretty cool. And I'm one that likes history and older stuff, so it's really exciting to me, but I gotta get down this steep rock. All right, just thought I'd show you those. I just found them. All right, see you in a few. That's where good-soled shoes come into play. Well, we finally made it past the 4th road crossing, and we're inside that inner circle again, and we're real close to the visitor center, and that's where our adventure comes to a close. But man, I really could use them hamburgers. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make them both doubles. But anyway, we'll see you in a few. We're getting close. All right, not too much farther. I remember seeing that that weather vane right there in the beginning, and there's the parking lot, and we're almost there. So yeah, that was I'm with them when they say strenuous. I am with them on that, but at least it's almost done. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you got to give credit to them guys that include Turtlehead Peak in this here adventure. But all right, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, this Grand Circle Loop hike is coming to a close. which is not hurting my feelings none. A helicopter, wonder if it's search and rescue flying up above. Yeah, I don't know. All right, but yeah, we made 1,500 feet, 1,516 feet of elevation gain to be exact, and 11.63 miles in 7 hours and 45 minutes worth of time. And so now, like I say, a couple hamburgers are going to be completely delicious. And I see the vehicle up ahead. So anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you liked this adventure. And see you next time on Doug's Outdoor Adventures.